I'm Becky and this is Makeup, and today we are going to be talking about eyebrows. So I don't like draw my eyebrows. I mean, this is me with no makeup on. But I do fill them in a little bit when I do my makeup. But I also just wanted to show you kind of the whole process of what I do when I am doing like upkeep, and like I'll show you how I pluck them, and then kind of my method to what I do with them. So first of all, we'll get really up close and personal. I've got some just hairs right here that I need to clean up. I don't know, can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. So what I do before I pluck them is I take a spoolie, or in this case just an old mascara wand, and I brush them up and then I just get any hairs that are like just very obviously not where I want them. Like that one. And it's very easy to go overboard, so it's pretty amazing how like one hair can make a big difference. Then I'll get like just the ones in the middle and stuff, and then so right now I'm just getting the obvious ones. Okay, and then there's a key to finding out what is the best, like where you should in order to like get the shape that you want. So I'm gonna use a little marker here. I've never actually used a marker, I just guess. So the key is you find the indent on the side of your nose, and that's about where you want your brows to start. So then I'll do, and then you go same point to start, and then your pupil, so that's where you want the highest point to be. It's not really making a mark. And then same point to the outside edge. That's where you want it to end. Okay, so I've made some marks. So as you can see, this one pretty much comes to there, and then I've got a little bit of sparseness, a little bit here, and then not as much over here. So if I brush it out, then it can get there. So I'm not too concerned about, like, I already like the shape that they are, so I'm not gonna really do much about plucking like to shape them in here. And to be honest, I'm pretty happy with everything else. I'll just make sure that all the middle is kind of cleaned up. And then I'll show you something else that I do before I fill them in, is I brush them up And you see how these front hairs are kind of sticking up? I actually take a pair of scissors. These are the scissors that I use to cut my hair. And I trim them. So I just go, you gotta be really careful with this. You don't want to accidentally like cut bangs or anything. I go about there. See how there's a teeny bit sticking up? So I hold them even and just trim that much. Like, it's kind of like, well, it is cutting hair, but I cut my own hair, and something that you have to be careful with is it's so easy to cut too much, so it's always better to start with less than you think. So that's actually all I'm gonna do, and I know it looks crazy, but that to me really helps me feel like my brows are just kind of like kept up and nice. And see, without even like doing makeup, I feel like my eyebrows look better, and that only took, you know, less than 7 minutes. So now I'll show you how I fill in my brows with makeup. I have to find my brush. So I like to take an angled brush, and then I will get my my favorite brow product. This is probably the fastest, most natural looking brow product I've used. And if you don't have a specific brow product, you can actually use an eyeshadow that is, I go with like a shade or two lighter than my eyebrows, because you don't want to go like too dark. Anyways, there we go. So I will brush them up again. Brush them up. And I kind of made my markers earlier. I don't really use that when I'm doing my makeup, but I just wanted to show you how you can kind of gauge when you're plucking your eyebrows, like shape-wise, how you can do that. So I'm gonna take my brush and I just go into both sides of this. This is the E.L.F. I don't know what it's called other than that it's in the light shade. It's their brow product. Anyways, I take it and I go up here, and I'll even kind of go against the way that my eyebrows grow, and then I'll go just follow the shape of my brows and just kind of come out there and then go back in. This actually comes with a brush. I just use this other brush, but you can use the brush that comes with it. So just kind of go up and then against a little bit, and then something that I try to be really careful with when I do my eyebrows is I try not to come below at all. If anything, just making sure that I'm staying within the brows, because you don't want to get like brow product above or below unless you're using it to create the shape. So I just use it to just make it look like I tried. So then as you can see, a lot of what I do is I just keep brushing it up. So once I put the product in, then I brush them up again, and then I just use my fingers to make sure I don't have any makeup there. Okay, and then if you want to, I don't do this every day, but sometimes I'd like to do this. You can take either a colored or a clear brow gel. This one is also from E.L.F. This is just a clear one. And then brush them up. And you can do this regardless of if you wear any makeup in your brows. Sometimes it just really helps them. And here, let me do that again. Okay, so I brush them up, and then I just kind of lightly go over the top to get them to sit in the shape that I want. Till I like how they look. Okay, and that is how I do my eyebrows. I'm sorry about all the sniffling. I'm getting over a cold. For me, when I'm doing my makeup and I'm just doing like a quick makeup look, I almost always do my eyebrows. It helps me feel more put together, and even if I just brush them up or like use a clear brow gel and get them to the shape that I want, if my brows are like groomed or whatever, like I've done the plucking and making sure they're the shape that I want, it really just helps me feel better about like how my face looks, I guess. And so yeah, I really like to do that. I am going to just finish up this video by putting makeup on, because it's just nice to, you know, feel finished. But I'm just gonna do very light makeup, and I'll show you even I forgot to get my sponge damp, so I'll just use my fingers, which admittedly don't work as well as my sponge, but some people prefer to use their fingers. So just trying to make sure this is nice and blended. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Rimmel powder and set that . And then we'll do bronzer. This is the L'Oreal True Match Bronze It Lumi, whatever it's called, the big one. I really like this, and a lot of other people do too. It's a good good bronzer. If I were to pick 3, maybe it would have to be 4. If I was doing an essential, like, just bare bones makeup look, I'll do that right now. I would pick eyebrows, bronzer, because I can use my bronzer for eyeshadow, which is what I'm doing right now. So I would pick my E.L.F. brow. It's like a powder and gel or pomade duo. I would pick that. I would pick bronzer, and then concealer. And let's see. I mean, honestly, you could stop at that. I do want mascara though. So let's see. Maybe that's 5 products. I don't realize how much makeup I wear until I count it like that, and then I realize that it feels like kind of a lot. But I think, yeah, if I didn't have anything else, I would maybe not use powder. I think I would choose mascara over like a setting powder. Okay, so there's my mascara, and I did get a teeny bit under there, but I just let it dry and then I'll brush it away with a brush. So we'll let it sit for a minute. Another thing is, if you like to look even more put together, having a lip color really kind of helps with that as well. So I would I think I would start with brows, then concealer, then mascara, maybe bronzer before mascara, and then I would also add a lip color. And let's see, I think I have one here. I think I would choose a lip liner over a lipstick, because I found that they last longer on my lips. This is the MAC lip pencil in Spice. But there's lots of good lip liners at the drugstore. Then I'll use my fingers to blend that out. Okay, and there you go. I know I was talking a lot, so this video is longer, but that's what I would choose for a quick makeup look. And I also wanted to just show you all how I do my eyebrows. Hopefully it was helpful. And thank you for watching.